In 2025, I set out to walk the entire Appalachian Trail one step at a time for 100 days. I didn't come out here because I needed another hike. But yes, I do love the adventure and the trail life. I've done long walks in the US before. The Pacific Crest Trail, Arizona Trail, and the Colorado Trail. Slept in tents, carried a backpack for months, learned how to live simply for a while. But something about the Appalachian Trail kept calling. Maybe it was curiosity, maybe it was the stories I had heard. Or maybe I just wanted to see what would happen if I kept walking long enough. And this time I wanted to capture it. Not after it was over, but while it was still unfolding. And not just for myself, but for anyone who has ever wondered what it feels like to step away from normal life for a while. Because the truth is, it's never just another hike. And believe it or not, after a while, this way of living doesn't feel strange anymore. It just feels normal. This is me, and this is my trail story. My name is Jonathan, and my trail name is The Ambassador. Finally, I was on my way. After a long flight from Europe, I had arrived. I have made it to the US, finally. I'm here in the airport in Atlanta. It's in the middle of the night, so it's very quiet, and I'm gonna catch a few hours of sleep, actually over in that corner. The hardest part is simply getting to the trailhead. There was a shuttle bus from the airport, but I decided to hitchhike.
round trip.
Yeah.
But we even did that in sections.
It took a while, but I saved some coins.
Well, you need to be, even if you probably don't.
I arrived late that evening. I was the only one in the shelter that night. And from here on, I had 2,198 miles ahead of me until reaching Maine. And this time, I was not just gonna disappear into the woods. I was gonna do something more challenging, at least for me. Good morning, everybody. It's day one of my hike from Georgia to Maine on the Appalachian Trail. I am from Sweden and traveling to the US for the sake of thru-hiking.
Good morning.
To live a life fully in nature. Where walk, eat, sleep and repeat becomes the daily routine, day in and day out. But life on trail is so much more than that. That's why I decided to vlog my story in real time.
Oh,
It also gave me a chance to be creative and to express myself. Good morning, everybody. Day 2 of my hike from Georgia to Maine here in the eastern part of the United States on the Appalachian Trail. And how did I sleep? Yes, I did my first night in the tent. How else can you share your experience if you don't bring people along with you? It's my day 12 here on the Appalachian Trail, hiking from Georgia to Maine. A little thunderstorm rolled in. So yeah, lovely trail, huh? But we're almost in Harper's Ferry. It felt weird to capture it in such a way, but at the same time, it was the way to do it. It is my day 43 of hiking from Georgia to Maine here on the Appalachian Trail, and we are in the Shenandoah National Park. All right, I've done a little bit of night hiking, and yeah, I've done 30 plus miles, and yeah, I'm gonna stay in a shelter tonight. But this is not actually the official halfway point anymore. It's a dozen of miles ahead of me.
right. So let's see what this is. Probably something to sign. I will do that in a little bit. And yeah, here we are.
This is my day 51, and behind me I have the official or the ceremonial halfway mark of the Appalachian Trail.
Hello, little bear. What are you eating?
Today is my day 79. And the more I did it, the more I enjoyed doing it. Good morning, Vermont and everybody else. Wow, great. It's a pretty sweet night of sleep, to be honest. And yeah, it's time to wake up because we have 55 miles to go. And how was all this gonna affect me as a hiker? At first, filming every day felt like a challenge. But it helped me notice how each day felt, instead of letting them blur together.
To the East Peak, and it's raining a little bit. I don't know, but it doesn't look so good, guys.
Maybe it was not always convenient, but it was still my choice. I also started to understand why this trail have so many shelters. And yeah, it was raining. Quite a lot and quite often. And the last thing you want to do is talking to a camera, because you have other things to deal with, like staying warm and dry. But after a while, to be honest, it became part of my rhythm.
Alright, I got some water, and this is my home for tonight. It's Clyde Smith Shelter. Yeah, here is Nono, here is Fuego, and we didn't see any bears today, but we have a little bit of a thing here to be aware of. Yeah, how do you feel to sleep here, guys? You feel safe?
Safe enough.
Yeah? Yeah, but we're gonna sleep next to each other.
Close.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. No rain today, and see what tomorrow brings. Good night.
Walk, eat, film, edit, and sleep. And then do it all again tomorrow. Days becomes weeks on the trail, and what seemed to be so difficult in the beginning starts to become easier, and you start to adapt more and more to your surroundings.
Far out, get out that has GPS maps you can download for every region, shows where all the stuff is.
You don't really know what day it is. And somehow that feels right. You live with the conditions, not a schedule. And life becomes pretty simple. And every once in a while you roll into a town. Town feels different after a while. Louder and busier, but also familiar. A place to rest, do laundry, recharge, eat something warm. And then you head back out again. The journey is full of moments, and every long trail changes you a little. Sometimes slowly, sometimes in a way you don't notice until later. You start simple with what you bring, a tent and a small fire, and whatever you decided to bring with you in your backpack. You carry what matters and leave the rest behind. I walked at my own pace, sometimes faster than most. Not because I was in a hurry, that's just how I like to do it. Most days I walked alone, and I was okay with that. I liked the quiet. But the trail was never lonely for long.
It would be, especially like that.
You meet people slowly out there. You might share a roof for the night and then go separate ways in the morning.
Alright, a little fire. Celebrating that we did 24 miles. Well done, man.
Thanks, man.
Are you hungry over there?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm this hungry.
Yeah, you should put a little bit more in that pot.
Well, I still need to add my chicken packet.
You might just meet for a brief moment.
Hey man, what's your trail name?
Grave digger.
Grave digger. I'm the ambassador.
Ambassador.
Yes.
That's also nice.
Yeah. I'm here with the legend.
Yep, we found each other.
Yeah.
Middle of nowhere on this edge of a lake.
Yeah, it's an amazing place though.
Yeah, Mexico.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good.
He's trying to break the record, 45 days, you know?
Yeah, and he's just lounging at the resort here on the beach.
Yeah. All right, good luck, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow, that's so amazing. Take care. Oh, thank you, sir.
No problem.
And sometimes you end up night hiking together. Or you bump into somebody again.
And who's this guy?
Hey!
Oh, my man.
I didn't think I'd never catch you, brother.
Hey, dude.
Hey!
See you later on the trail,
See you
huh?
later.
Nice to meet you again. Bye-bye.
Sometimes you walk together
So I guess
for
the
a
top is
short
really cool,
stretch.
but there's the best sunrise sunset spot, an extra 0.8 up.
Let's do
I'm going. Are you in?
Yeah, we're in.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's get some water and
I'll
go.
have to get some water.
Sometimes for several days.
Feeling good?
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh.
Random stranger pick you up when you hitchhike into town. Out there, looking after each other becomes normal. You remind someone to drink water. You help hang a food bag. You check that everyone made it in before dark. Little things. But those small things matter. And slowly they shape the way you hike. You stop thinking only about yourself. You start paying attention to the people around you.
Pleasure to hike with you, man.
You too.
Wow, I'm so tired.
Me too.
But a few more miles.
Gotcha.
Probably catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll catch up.
Okay, have a good rest. It's raining, huh?
One thing you notice out there is how much the trail is supported by the people who live around it.
Wow, people are so sweet, huh? Maybe, wow. Really cool.
Another time, someone let me pitch my tent in their backyard. And then I got invited for breakfast.
Good morning, guys. This is coffee, blueberries, some pancakes, and this is Renee and her house. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for welcoming me in your house and everything.
You are welcome.
Wow, I will sit here and enjoy a beautiful breakfast. I really appreciate that.
And when I was at my lowest point, I was lucky to be invited to Natalie and John's house to recover for a few days. They saved my hike and probably more people's hikes out there. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
John and Natalie and
Hey, nice to meet you, man.
Jonker. Yeah, nice to meet you. We are about to head out to the trail, and yeah, thanks again.
It was our pleasure.
Yeah, thanks.
Safe journey.
See you next time.
Yep.
You start the journey thinking it's about walking, but along the way you realize it's also about people.
Hikers, help yourself. Some sweet soul, left some cold water. That's good, huh? Now we will make it. Thank you for letting me stay here.
Okay.
I really appreciate that. You made my day, and I'm ready to hit the trail.
Yay! I'm so glad.
Thank you. You're so sweet. And this little guy, Hansi himself.
As himself, yes, sir.
And then I'm back to the trailhead, and look what somebody has made. A little table. Help yourself. Cooler. So sweet, huh? Yeah. Thank you guys for everything, for hosting me, feeding me.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, all right. Wow. Thank you, sir.
I got one at the post office.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for the blessing bag.
You are very welcome. I just have one question for each one of you. Where are you from?
Freedom magic. This way. Okay.
This is Cupcake and Biscuit. They hiked the Appalachian Trail a few years back and came out to support.
Yep.
They were part of a long list of generous people I met out there. That kind of support means more than you expect. Thank you.
So here we have the Appalachian Trail. So we started down here out in Springer Mountain. So we went to all these places like the Great Smokies and the Shenandoahs and yeah, through Virginia and Pennsylvania and all the way. So right now we are here in Mass. Hello, little turtle. Good morning. How are you? Oh, you having breakfast? Yeah. That's the way to do it. All right. Have a great day, huh? See you later.
Was this the adventure I had expected? Because not every day felt exciting. Some days were just hard work, but over time the routine takes over. Good morning, everybody. It's my day 96 of hiking from Georgia to Maine here on the Appalachian Trail. I just woke up and I'm stiff. I start to get or feel really tired, and at the same time super excited because we're getting closer now.
Maybe a potential home for this rainy evening. Only dry spot. It looks pretty cool though. Alright, so I fixed a little bed in here. Let's see how that is. Like here. Perfect. It's a little bit of stuff above me here, but it's pretty good.
It looks like we'll have a beautiful day ahead of us. Again, thank you. I really appreciate that. No bugs, no ticks, no heat, no rain. You keep moving, and yes, you do get stronger. What a day. I'm so tired. I don't know even how many miles I did. I always tried to stay positive and kept on going. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear water. And guess what? I'm so thirsty.
I don't know why, but yeah, well, I've been hiking every day, you know.
You realize you can handle more than you thought.
And it was cold and wet last night before I got into camp. So now I try to work up a little bit of body heat.
And yes, you do change out there. Nothing dramatic, just gradually, over time. You become more confident in your own decisions. You trust yourself to figure out things. This trail is special. People call it the people's footpath. And after spending time out there, you understand why. It's not just the mountains or the miles. It's the people. I hope one day you get the chance to walk it yourself. I am grateful that I decided to vlog my journey. First of all, for my own memories, so I wouldn't forget how it really felt, but also to share it with all of you. That was my main purpose from the beginning.
Good morning, everybody. It's day 1. Today, yes, it is my day 100 of hiking from Georgia to Maine here on the Appalachian Trail. Yeah, so what can I say? After 100 days on the Appalachian Trail, I feel so thankful for being part of a journey among other hikers. And this trail is nothing without all the people around the trail that brings all the joy in terms of trail magic and trail angels, and with their generosity and support and kindness, and yeah, the trail towns. Yeah, it's so many things that makes this trail to what it is, because the trail is nothing with all the people. So yeah, it was amazing to experience it and be part of it. I'm very happy that I decided to come out here and do the Appalachian Trail, and that I was able to do it. So thank you to everybody, and happy trails.
For a while, that was my life. It's never too late to go for a walk. Thanks for joining.